Hello, everyone. My name is Demetrius Mack, and welcome to the season finale of the Fantasy Wrath League. This is covering both weeks 15 and 16. A lot has went down. There was a lot of heartaches, a lot of struggles, but we have a champion, and he's here right with us now. Dion, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I just gotta clap it up for him, man.
Clap from you too.
know.
After all the congratulations I gave you.
And we're going to break down how all of this came to be. Because last you guys were informed, it was the playoff matchups that were. And we're going to scroll down now and get ready for a wild, wild ride. Now, for your path to the championship, it was nothing. It was a cakewalk. You had a pretty low-scoring affair, but luckily you were going against the lowest-scoring opponent in the league, Isaiah's team. So we're gonna check this out, and I'm sorry, but like you guys all seen the stats. He averaged 88 points a game, and look at this. This is your first game, 59 points.
I didn't even know that.
I mean, 59 points. Good God, and it was just bad, and there was nothing pretty much. And we can go over to this simple box score right here. So here we go. We'll look at Isaiah's team here. And there was nothing from anybody. Nothing. Let down. I mean, when your kicker is your second highest with 12 points, you're going to lose. And you're probably going to get embarrassed. And you better not hope it's a playoff game. Unfortunately for Zay, it was all of those things. And he was brought down. He was brought back down, crashing down to earth. You know, he won the league title, the regular season league title. And then he comes up and puts up this abysmal performance. It's just really... It's what I've been saying all year long, folks. It wasn't really about it, you know. And now, there was nothing to be really done here. I mean, Dion, this was the week to beat you. I mean,
that was it.
That was it. This was it.
There was nothing you could have done better.
Yeah.
Your bench was weak.
I mean, yeah, there was nothing else. There was nobody on the bench. There was nobody on either body's bench except for there was nobody. Nobody did anything on either bench here. This was the week. You had a matchup that favored you already simply because you're going up someone who doesn't put up a lot of points as it is. And you got the W here with relatively ease. And a big performance was, of course, David Johnson. I remember David Johnson in that New Orleans game. He was really going off. And it was crazy because yardage-wise, rushing yardage-wise, you expected him to have a big game, but he didn't. He had 2 touchdowns, but he had about 50, let's see here, 53 rushing yards only and 55 receiving yards. That still adds up to 100, scrimmage yard, which is what he'd been doing all season, which is incredible. So, odds are, if you had a David Johnson or if you had a Le'Veon Bell, which we'll get to, we'll get to in a second. You probably won your league title because those players were going off in these 2 weeks. So, that was that. And moving on to my matchup and the murder bonus, as you guys can see here, I lost this one, 108. To 91, and it was pretty hard for me to take this one in. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys right here in a quick second. But basically, what went down here is you look at the defense by the Dolphins here. 21 points against an abysmal, trash, horrific New York Jets team that absolutely stole.
Thursday night. Oh yeah, that was bad.
It was bad. Yeah, it was absolutely bad, and it frankly it got him the win, and it's difficult to lose that way when basically you needed just a little bit from somebody. I mean, Jay Ajayi in that game, they absolutely demolished that team, and he had pretty much nothing to do with them demolishing that team. And it was hard to really accept this, but once I did accept it, I was like, you know what, I get a matchup with Zay in the constellation for thirds, and I was looking forward to that, but Murder Bonus did have a good performance from, of course, Ezekiel Elliott and the Miami Dolphins defense. Go figure. Before we continue on to the final championship and break that down, is there anything you feel, by the way, welcome. I didn't get to really introduce you. Kind of just jumped right into it because I wanted to talk with is there anything you want to talk about your constellation matches at all? You want to...
It's a consolation match, man.
Well,
I lost because of defense like you. Vikings put up -1 points.
Yeah.
Had to put the Eagles defense in, I would have won the game. Not by, maybe by a point, but I would have won. So, but it don't matter. I was playing for 5th at that point. I lost, so then I ended up playing for 7th.
Yeah. And, you won the game for 7th, though.
Of 7th place in the league.
Like a man.
I was about to say. And ESO Legends actually finished. He had that number 1 seed in the consolation match, and he finished out. He won. He got 5th, and he could have done. Looking at the stats, he could have done some damage if he had got that playoff spot. If he had matched up with that 1-4, he would have beaten Zay if he had gotten in that 4th spot.
He would have beat everybody but me and you.
Yeah, and
which means me and you would have beat Dion had we been matched up with him.
Hey,
but we didn't.
But we didn't.
Congratulations.
And, congratulations. And,
No.
But yes, and this is how the consolation bracket. You might notice there's 2 players that are not here. Not the fundraisers. I'm sorry, Solomon's team and.
Man, I go to consolation. I'm not even here. That's what's up.
I'm sorry. Which is oh God, what is? I'm forgetting the team names already. It's Never Bowing Down and Force. They're not here because in our league, there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing done. So we don't even know where to put them at 9th or 10th. There's nothing to be dealt with. But looking at the championship match here, how this all broke down, let's take a look at this wonderful matchup right here that was frankly really, really it was a really good match. And
great game.
Yeah, it was a great game. And from both sides, players coming up, your quarterbacks both showed up. Aaron Rodgers, good God, 37 points. 37 points for Mr. Aaron Rodgers there. And David Johnson, 20-9. So, I mean, like I said, you got a combined score of 66 points.
Let me just say, after my Week 15 performance, I dropped the Vikings defense. And since the Chargers was playing Cleveland, I picked up the Chargers defense. So on my championship consolation bracket, okay, it wasn't the championship, but for my 7th place championship, they got me 10 points, man.
Yeah, that's from your defense.
Thank goodness, because Aaron Rodgers destroyed the Vikings.
Absolutely destroyed him there. And on the Murder Boner side, it was a good effort from his quarterback, but nobody else did anything for him.
I know, man.
Nobody else
starting.
That he was starting, of course. But now let's look at the bench. We got Brandon Fell, 19 points. Woo. That's he could have subbed that in for Thomas or for Crabtree, and you'd have got 10 plus more points there. I would have helped it. You have Antonio Gates. Did a lot more than his starting. 15. He started. I wonder why he really decided to start Jermaine Gresham.
Great question.
At Seattle.
We'll never know.
Versus
now it could have been. I'm not sure, but
And why he didn't start Tyreek? I mean, Tyreek Hill is Tyreek Hill. He should always have that.
I think it was because the previous week he was held.
He wasn't held. That's out
against Oakland. Antonio Gates.
Oh, Antonio Gates, you're talking about.
Had 1 point, and we all know if you were tight end, you don't get no points in Oakland. You're not doing much.
But the thing about it, they went against Cleveland.
True, and I would have put him in, but I'm just saying, possibly he maybe thought he just didn't get 1 point. He only got 1 point for him the previous week. The week before that, he got 6. The week before that, he got 3. Maybe he just didn't have the confidence. He didn't get any points against Houston.
You damn right.
Okay. So maybe that's what he was worried about. Who knows? But we all would have started him because it's Cleveland.
Yeah, it's Cleveland. I wish we could get more people here. I wanted to have Zay here. I wanted to have Brian, the owner of the Murder Boners. But the schedule's conflicted and they can't do it. And this has got to get up eventually. You can't have this waiting for too much longer because the season is over. Fantasy season is over, and the regular season's about to be over. So now the good thing now is just be able to kick back and enjoy the rest of football. So we just got one last matchup to really look at, and that's just mine and this is just for really browning points for me. I want you guys to look at this and remember, go through previous episodes of this season and remember all the shit that the owner of this team was talking, and look at this final score. He didn't win a damn playoff game. Put up abysmal scores. Both weeks. I think I almost scored more than him in just 1 week than he did in 2 weeks.
Ooh.
in this one matchup. I'm not 100% sure, but
it's about that. Yeah, it's really close.
Yeah, it's really close. Either way, it's terrible scores, and there was nothing. Yeah, go ahead and do that, man.
Do the math.
Check them stats.
Yeah, so it's 79.88 plus I think
79.88.
Yeah, plus 59.32.
Okay, 139.2.
39. So he barely beat me within 2 weeks, but the point is, this matchup right here was very important to me because I had lost to him twice during the regular season and did not hear the end of it from this man. And come playoff time, he didn't bring it. He didn't have what it takes. And now, it's like he basically didn't make the playoffs. He doesn't get a trophy that says he was there doing anything. And it is basically like he hasn't been yet. He ain't won. He doesn't know how to win in clutch situations. And all we can do is wait till next year to see what he comes back with. Because that's what we're going to have to do for everybody. And I know some of y'all are looking at Dion like you acting like I'm putting it on thick. But
come on, man. I didn't know you was going to put that part in there.
Camera like, you know what you did.
Man.
I'm sorry. This is a long way come. I'm very pleased that I was able to end in third place, demolishing this specific person in our league because it was the amount of crap that was talking.
I don't see how you doesn't hear it.
I don't know.
I don't see exactly what you just did. You said, yeah, it's not even personal, but I demolished this person.
This
and you know what?
Sounded racist.
What's his name?
What's his name?
But I got my Brady bunch. They did what they needed to do.
Yeah,
my Brady bunch did what they needed to do. You know,
Bennett, he did what he needed to do.
Yeah, he did throw one to Bennett. That was probably, but LeGarrette Blount getting me the 2 touchdowns. Tom Brady throwing for 3 touchdowns and basically sitting out the fourth quarter because they were going, of course, against the Jets, who are an abysmal disgrace to the NFL right now. And you know what? There's a bunch of other teams that you might be thinking about that, but just me, I have a personal hatred for them right now because they cost me. As you guys can see, this is the Week 16 championship.
They chose better.
There was nothing I could have done. There was nothing I could have done.
You should have chose better. Placing it all on one team.
I am placing it all because the championship would have been mine, but I'm not tripping because I got my revenge matchup and I got third place. I now have I got a first place trophy now. I have a season league trophy and I have a third place trophy. I have a trophy every year. I am medaling some way, shape, or form. I guess in a sense, Isaiah does have the regular season title, but what does he got to show for it?
It don't matter. That don't show it
I gotta say,
yeah, I think it does.
It do?
It's in my trophy room. No, it's in my trophy room. We can go and look at it.
Let's look at your trophy room.
Now, why we got to go and look at my trophy room, man?
You got some good. You get what's that one you get a lot? The bucket something award.
Trophies, league trophy.
You see what I'm saying? Congratulations.
Yeah, go to
nice
trophies.
right
It's gonna be there right there.
No, but those are not. This is not mine. I think.
Oh, that's mine.
No, this is the seat. This is all teams.
No, just go to yours. Go to
No, because remember,
it says all teams. Just click that and see where it's at.
No, but all teams. This is for the past 2 years. Of the third. Remember, me and you were in a separate league.
Yeah, I don't count it. I mean, you can, but I don't. We only talk about this.
Well,
and if your team was there, it should have your team anyway there. Because my old teams are there.
Well, I don't know.
A few more.
I guess so, but as you guys can see, trophies on deck because you know it's how I do. Is this it?
Yeah,
regular season. Oh, that's regular. See, that's regular season. That's nothing.
Oh, that was okay.
No,
right.
see, and I gotta show the league that I'm not lying and just talking shit.
I think you might be lying and just talking shit. I'm starting to forget.
You starting to forget, huh?
Dang, you don't got no other team there, bro.
My trophies. Here we go.
Okay,
we're going to my trophies.
Right.
Look at all my. I got my third place trophy.
You get that Snickers award a lot in that.
Yeah, yes. Hungry's bench, man. Because my bench, everybody on my team contributes. Everybody on my team contributes. And there it goes. The beloved league champion of 2014. Everybody is right there. I've won this thing in my rookie year, even though this was a separate league before we got all of the real competition in. It was still hard fought for me to get this, and I just wanted people to know that I was not bullshitting and talking shit. And yes, regular season does show up. That's regular season from last year. I went 11-3 last year. I don't remember going 11-3. Yeah. What? I
went something like that too.
Yeah, it was.
Wish we would have started the season last season because I went in.
Yeah, because but there you guys have it.
The reason you don't have a third place trophy, right there.
Yeah, that is true. I didn't do anything last season in the playoffs. Lost both games. It was pretty hard. I mean, you won. You beat me. You got
that was third place. I don't accept those trophies like you.
Wow. That's respect. That's respect, though. But there you guys have it. That is our league. Everything's summed up. Everybody's been placed in their rightful places.
Say I finished with second most points forced. Okay, I'm a force to be reckoned with.
Reckoned with, absolutely. That's respect.
Everybody next year again can get it.
They
will.
They will.
Zay, I've been on his side for majority of the season, rooting for him. I felt good for him. He was so happy. But he was talking about the kid got next a lot about how last year when he won the championship, he took over somebody's team who already wrong. He went on that waiver wire.
Yeah,
and since he had that knock against him, you just wouldn't let that go. How about you force a few more points because you literally have the least? No, you don't. You got some of the least, but for your placement, that's pretty pathetic.
Yeah.
So I would challenge him to dig in that waiver wire a little bit more. But at the same time, he's a busy man. He's a busy man. Now, so are you. You do your YouTube.
That's true.
Go to school. Go to work. You got a girlfriend.
All things that are true. And the realistic thing of it is, if fantasy is a little, it is, I guess, in a sense, time consuming, depending on how much you would. But it doesn't have to be to the point where it's like I feel like I have no time for it, because at the end of the day, it's a quick check of the phone.
That's what I feel like it is.
It's just a quick check of the phone each and every day. It's not, if you don't have time for that, then you are truly a very busy individual, because if you don't have time to just whip out your phone for a couple of
he got a few kids.
He does.
Goes to church several times a week.
That's several times a week.
Several
times a day.
Several.
Oh.
Maybe a day. I don't know. He was a choir director at one point.
Yeah, that is true.
So I don't know if he's still doing that.
But,
he's a supervisor at his job, which we know his job is a real busy thing.
It is.
So maybe that's what it is.
Yeah,
but then
if you have time for Pokemon Go, you got time for fantasy.
Nobody got time for Pokemon Go anymore.
I'll say but in the past
he did. True.
You got time for Pokemon Go.
So next year, get your head out of Pokemon Go and be ready for Fantasy Raft 17.
17 coming at you, and we're gonna miss doing this, but we got some new things planned, and hopefully getting some some gameplay up for you guys. Sitting here and getting some games up from the Nintendo Switch when that comes out, and even possibly some Wii games. We're gonna see if we can get some people, and Dion, you're more than welcome to join in on that. It could be fun to have around.
Yeah.
And to do this thing. So these Saturday episodes, they will still be coming out, I believe, eventually. I think they're going to take a little bit of a hiatus while we work everything out, but this is it for the season. Hope you guys got your fix, and you guys get to sit back and enjoy.
My trophy room's kind of empty.
It's kind of empty.
It doesn't matter. You're a champion. You're a champion now. All right. It can be empty with a lot of other stuff. You're a champion. You got it done. All right.
We had 7. They always this year.
Well, did you go to view more?
I didn't have enough
well, you
to
ain't have
view more.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hey, build on that. You got to build on it for more. Like I said, you're a championship. You did your work this year. You had a rough start, which is why you probably don't have enough. Because it was a rough start.
True story.
So
we had a rough start. You
I
got
did.
a bunch.
No, I
that's
started
just
off bad. I went on like a
he
4
started
game.
off bad.
Yeah, I started off bad. Yeah, I started off 0-4.
We all started off bad.
Yeah, really, really bad.
Tis the season for the comeback.
True that.
Don't you know?
So that is it, folks. That is our show. We're gonna be signing out here for the final time. And man, so what? Before we do, what is the things you guys look forward to next year, most in fantasy?
Get back to my roots, doing what I feel like worked well for me. Draft people. I think my receiver. The more I think about it, my receiver strategy wasn't so bad. I didn't look at the quarterback situations as well as I should, excluding Larry Fitzgerald. Excluding DeAndre Hopkins, too, because he's played with a lot of trash quarterbacks. So I thought this wasn't gonna make no difference, but I guess it did. I have no clue. But Texas is still in the playoffs, so good for that. Now, as far as what they finna do, I don't know. I hope Brock get. You know what?
Coming off. We gonna talk.
They going forward with Tom Savage. I might get DeAndre again next year. Okay. Carson Palmer getting old. Ryan Fitzpatrick should have been at training camp. And yeah, that was about it. That was about it. One more receiver, but he was producing. Dez got hurt. Yeah. And now he didn't get on the same page with Dak full. It's inconsistent. That was the other one. Those some star-studded names. Brandon Marshall, Larry Fitzgerald, Dez Bryant, and DeAndre Hopkins. How did I get that unlucky? You know.
Hey, so Deion, do you have anything that you're looking forward to next season?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting a good draft like this year. But I'm just tell the truth, just looking forward to the camaraderie. It was fun.
Yeah. And
I like coming on this show a lot. But if I can't get David Johnson. We talked about this already. If I can't get David Johnson, I'm going to be a little sad. And I'm going to trade anybody I got to give to get him back.
If you get Odell, I'll trade you.
Well, you know what? If you get him and
if I get David Johnson, you get Odell, we can make that trade.
You know what? I don't trust Eli enough, so I wouldn't make that trade.
Yeah.
Shots at Isaiah.
I trust it. It doesn't matter because Odell's just going to do him. He's proven now 3 years in a row. 2.5 years because his rookie year he was injured, so.
I'm gonna go for 2 of the 3 Bs in the Steelers and Brown and Bell.
That makes sense.
If I can get both of them,
the Brown Bells,
that'd be great.
So, hey, we have our goals, and as for me, I'm just looking to continue my productivity. I'm looking to continue what I do every single year, and that is be in contention every single year. I don't want to have a year where I'm in the consolation or I'm not in the playoffs at all. I want to compete for that title each and every single year, and I've done that. This is wrapping up my 3rd season in fantasy, and I want to do that. Now, I know 1 year, and it could be next year, we don't know, I'm probably going to be due for a year where I'm not going to do anything. A lot of people were starting to think it was going to be this year after I started off 0-4. Even I was starting to think it for a little while, but
trying to get my stuff together to think about it.
Yeah, but my motto is always, you never give up in fantasy because it's never over until it's literally over. It's never over. You always got to push and grind and let my story be an example.
Not Tub. Solomon, his season was over.
Never bow down, bro.
Well, for certain, I feel like he didn't have the drive that either, someone like me or someone like a Deion would have to really.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him again this time and see if he really. Well, he did good the first season. It wasn't great, but he did good.
He did good, but
because those playoffs were set probably like 4 weeks before, except for Eric's spot.
Yeah. And Eric got in the last day, and he ended up winning it. And you got in the last day and ended up winning it. So I guess that's a trend.
That means don't open the door for me. No.
That's a trend that we got going on. Is if you get in the last day, you might win it. Is that good? Is that going to be the trend next year? I don't know.
Hell no.
That's interesting. That's
I'm winning 13 games next year.
13.
Right.
Oh shit. I don't think we've had anybody do. That's one loss. That means the only loss is gonna be to me because we got to split.
No, we don't got to split.
Well, because I was broken this year.
I'm sorry. Did it say I have a 5-1 record against you? Doesn't it say that?
Yeah, it does. And I wish it was counting our league before that, but it don't. But it's scary.
It'll be 6-2.
And that's better. I got 2 wins. I mean, okay. But I mean, it's a little bit disrespectful.
Once, but twice.
It gets a little bit disrespectful because it says it's historic, like winning streak against me or something. I forgot what it said that 1 week.
Yeah, because you ain't beat me in 2 years.
Well, that's okay.
I
beat you last year, but that was the first game. And then you beat me twice in the play. I beat you in 4 games.
It is a historic.
Yeah, I was about to say
it's a historic win. Yeah,
that's out of pocket.
Historic streak.
Yeah,
it's all right, man. Yeah, I don't mind splitting you.
I still got to play you in the playoffs. That's going to be my ultimate goal. I got to play you in the championship round. We have played you for 3rd place. I got to play you for the championship.
That game. I'm not coming on this shit.
You come on with the brown paper bag. I want to talk about it.
Oh man! So there you guys have it. That is it. We have all said our final thoughts. I believe. Anything you guys want to add before we sign off for the year?
Only thing I was gonna say is I was 4th seed, Houston 4th seed. See you in Houston. Go Houston.
In Matt McGloin we trust.
In Matt McGloin we trust. So that is it, folks. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of the year, even short-lived that it is. And I hope you guys, your playoff teams, if you have any, if your football team's in the playoffs, best of luck to you out there. This playoffs is going to be a grind. It's got some injuries, unfortunately, to some teams, top-notch teams out there. But, you gotta grind through it as best as you can. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you aren't already subscribed. And make sure to turn on that bell notification. That way you will not miss a thing. Whenever I upload, you will always be notified. At least I hope you'll always be notified. YouTube has still not gotten their stuff together with this, and it's bad. Hopefully 2017 just like, I'm realizing it now. 2016 did kind of suck. This year kind of was shitty. So, I'm looking forward to 2017.
Good for me. I had a daughter.
That's respect. Yeah, that's respect. So, for all of us out here, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this series. We'll be back next year. And in bigger and better fashion. We have some big things planned for it next year. And we will see you all, next year, I guess. For this show, of course, I'm not going anywhere on my YouTube, but for this show, we'll see you all next year. So, until then, I'm Demetrius Mack, and we are out, signing out for the final time this year. Peace out, everybody.